Welcome back, everyone. We're continuing the second battle of Bull Run. We are getting more supplies, and our objective now is to hold this hill. Please tell me that's our only objective. If you've seen the previous videos, you know that for the first time in the campaign, I have been faced with a challenge that I cannot face. And yes, the failure is definitely fully on me, not on my troops. I mean, my troops are doing a fantastic job of, they follow all my orders, even though it's probably stupid. Now, we've got cavalry, so I'm going to use them to screen. And then we're going to position cavalry at what I think are all the infantry, I'm sorry. Otis was killed. Wonderful. I think the enemy can only cross at certain points here. We've got a number of artillery pieces, and we do also have skirmishers, so I'll send them off to do some stuff. All right. So the enemy, okay, Anderson is marching here. I don't know really, I do know what to do. The enemy has basically tied us down here. Nelson is wounded. Otis is which is the cavalry unit. That's the one who just died. So gentlemen, get in there. Get revenge for Major or General Otis. I don't know what he is. Anyway, the artillery is running out of ammo, and as a rule, we're just running out of troops in general. McClellan. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on. All of these troops, the enemy has definitely formed a very strong position right in front of their position. The reason I'm not just pulling back and doing a defensive is I'm trying the tactic of a best defense is a good offense. I think that's the way the saying goes. Yeah, that's the way the saying goes. Said it and then I had to think about it. Anyway, I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to hold the enemy at each position by attacking them. I'm actually going to allow Anderson to get around behind us, even though it may be a bad idea, because I think that we can use these units here to hold him back. I'm going to send Kempler's hunters to get him, while I send Carr to further. Oh crap. So, okay, they've got troops up here. And by that I mean they've got cavalry. I'm going to send Kitching, who is our cavalry unit. Danger Close is about to get overrun again. We've lost him several times. Major Perry is wounded. Okay, we definitely need more troops back here. Okay, so they are definitely managing to flank us in a major way. Captures. There's no way I can get there. There's two of them. Okay, never mind. As they press forward, we just have to keep pressing the attack ourselves if we have any hope of slowing the enemy up. See, we stopped enemy troops coming this direction. Now, my cavalry down here. William Sherman was wounded. Newell was killed. Okay, not a very good battle for us. The enemy has... Oh man, the enemy has troops. This is going to be a very difficult battle to win. I'm going to send all of this right to the top of the hill because that is the position that we need to be able to hold. Kitchen is going to hold there. Kitching, or whatever his name is. They're going to attempt to encircle the hill. Danger Close lost a lot of troops. Must have taken a bad volley. I'm going to send Harden up to here. And let's see. Otis is once again attacking Lee. Destroyed it, good. But now I'm going to send Otis this direction. Mainly for scouting purposes, but also because I know the enemy does have troops up here. Morris is going to attempt to cross here, I believe. Not certain of it, but I think that's the place I would cross. The artillery, we're losing a lot of artillery. I know it. There's not much I can do about it. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to call Hazen back. It's not a good idea because he's got such a long way to walk. But we don't have very many options at this time. I'm also sending this cavalry unit back simply because it can move faster than our infantry, and we can't get the infantry from here down there. So I'm using this infantry to hold the enemy up. It's our best option. Although we do have a lot of time on the clock, so we could do that. But for now, these guys. Aha. We're attacking Greg now. Alright, car. What are you doing? Now let's see, where's my skirmisher unit? There we go. Get them down there. Got another skirmisher unit, got cavalry. I'll send Carr down to deal with anything here. Sullivan, I'm sending up here. Danger close, I'm sending over this direction. Cavalry may run off those guys. Hazen is also coming that direction. Alright, we'll send these two units to deal with Johnson, and we'll be trying to push forward here, but we've lost a ton of units. Skirmishers surrendered. Enemy skirmishers surrendered to us. Fantastic. I'm going to run them off the field. Just get rid of them. That way we don't have to worry about them. I don't know how they got there, but obviously our lines are not very, they're very fluid. Yes, fluid. I mean for them to be so shifty. But if you look at the little mini-map, you can see we are kind of... You can't see the enemy, but I feel that the enemy is enveloping me. Now, is the enemy actually enveloping me? Possibly not, but probably. There's a fairly decent chance that they may... If it was an actual human, I would think they might be trying to make me feel that they're going to... flank me, but they're not really flanking me, but I think they are flanking. I'm fairly certain of it. Send all of this artillery up there, and that's actually, I think, a good thing. So now that position is going to be relatively difficult to attack because we've got Kitchen here, we've got Kemper there. Oh, there's cavalry. Kitching, move this way. There we go. I'll move Harding here. Okay. Now, if our cavalry gets there and all of this artillery, and then move Barnes this way, Carr will hold here. Okay, we've definitely done some really good work there. Enemy skirmishers are giving us a bit of trouble, but that's okay because our artillery will get off some really good shots, I feel. At least I hope, at close range. But then again, skirmishers are basically the best counter for... Okay, the enemy has charged here while I was busy somewhere else. So I'm going to move those troops that direction. Can't do that there. Advance down and hit Hood. So we are winning on the right flank, I feel. You know, if we had more troops, we would definitely have the battle sewn up. Alright, here we go. Enemies moving up this way. Time for Mars to get into war. Okay, Barnes, stop where you are. Cars, stop where you are. Harding's sharpshooters are firing and now running away like they're supposed to. Morrison needs to get into position so he can deal with that problem. I'm going to go ahead and send Hazen this direction. Down on this flank, we're doing really good. Lieutenant Colonel Harding has been wounded. Okay, we're running really low on supplies, but we are pressing the attack here. And for the first time, there is a chance we may be able to take this position, primarily because I believe the enemy has focused their attacks on our position that we currently hold. Okay. Not a good move on my part. I mean, I would say it's a terrible move on their part, but it's actually a terrible move on my part because they see they can possibly take it. There's a very good chance they could. Also, there's nothing between them and the artillery. Send Dural forward. Poe's artillery is too expensive to lose. Okay, so now I'm going to do something. I'm going to withdraw basically all of my artillery to this hill, on the grounds that at least there I have a chance of protecting it. Now, all of these units, press forward on Greg. Now, you units, deal with some of the enemy down here, get Naylor moved up there. What's going on? Walton, you can deal with them. And then Loomis is broken. Okay. Just an overall, I believe I would consider this field nothing but chaos at this point. And we're just basically trying to run out the clock, I feel. That's what I'm doing, because at this point I'm losing troops so... I'm losing them everywhere. Okay, Carr will move this way, and Hazen can set up there. I'm basically having to set up units to just kind of watch and then react. And it's not a good thing when you become basically a reactionary force. Yeah, there we go. Good artillery. Perry, what are you doing? Let's see, should we not? I don't know. Scales has been killed. That is our battery. Yes. Very first artillery battery we ever had. Wounded. Alright, Dural is going to move up here. I'm going to grab all of my... There's no option, guys. You gotta run. Cross has been wounded. Cavalry, I'm going to send them over here just to screen. Now, interestingly enough, because the enemy is pushing so hard here, we are going to be able to, I believe, hold the... Is there anything even to hold? We'll use Brooks to attack here. We'll use these guys to form an attack here, except I'm going to send Loomis to deal with Johnson. And I'll send these guys to hold them. Walton will form up here and we'll continue pressing. We're going to definitely lose a lot of artillery. Okay, do we have anything? Yes, there's enemy coming at us from every single direction. We're holding Henry Hill. That's not even an issue at this point. Alright, so Loomis. Loomis, move this way. Alright, so now these units will advance on this position. Perfect. So we may be able to accomplish this mission. Possibly. What I'm going to do is now just send all of these troops back here as quickly as possible. Hopefully we'll have enough troops on the position to successfully protect that position. Now I'm going to focus, and this may be a mistake, because you'll notice that McClellan is no longer on the field. I'm going to continue pressing here. If for no other reason than it slows the enemy down. Okay, now Otis is going to attempt to get a charge off. That was bad. He was at the wrong angle. But if we can do it, we'll have made massives. Okay, let's see. What artillery have we lost? I don't even want to look at that at the moment. Okay, I'll move Morris. I can't even move that artillery. There's just nothing we can do at this point. Okay, what have we got up here? These guys have reformed. So we'll continue pressing the attack on this position. At least it's fixing some of the enemy in place. We are behind the enemy because they're going around us, so that is a good thing. I'm going to stop with the skirmishers, and hopefully that they will buy us some time. Alright, so Walton, still under command of Kelly Walton. He's done a fairly decent job for this battle. Maybe he'll survive, maybe he won't. No telling what's going to happen at this point. Move Polk's battery up here. All of these batteries are moving this direction. Alright, so you guys need to form here. I'm going to move the hunters over here. Alright, so let's see. We've got about an hour on the clock. Can you guys do it? Can you do it? No. Okay. Okay, but we do have a fair amount of artillery, and if we can get Platt up here, we'll be doing really good. I'll move these cavalry units to screen. And we're just, at this point, we're just trying to hope that some of our troops will be able to do some good at some point. Now, this is a weak unit. If we charge, and they don't know we're there. Durrell's about to get hit by 2 cavalry units. I can see that coming. Okay, we ran off them, but I'm going to turn him back to Lee and let Morris and Robertson just fight it out. Hopefully, we'll have an advantage. Okay, 45 minutes. Brooks is dealing with Wright. These units are moving forward. Get Branch. If you can destroy Branch. Okay, at this point, if anyone is watching and says, there's no tactics here, they're absolutely right. There is a tactic. It's just not a good one. There's no order to the tactic, I should say. The tactic is I'm attempting to get troops to form basically a defensive line here. And Perry, we'll just have him fall back. At this point, there's really not... If we had to fight much longer, not much chance. But there is a chance that up here we may be able to possibly attack this position and win. What's going on up here? Okay, our cavalry there has been running them off. Let's get up here with cavalry. Okay, the enemy artillery does have pretty much free reign up there. And we'll march Durrell up to assist. Not probably the best tactic, but there's a chance that we might be able to stop might be able to capture that position. I'm also going to send Otis across. And they're dealing with Wright, so Brooke is dealing with Wright. Good. Perry. I don't know what to do with Perry. There's a chance that we might be able to get Durrell, and with Durrell and Morris, we might be able to push forward fast enough to drive the enemy back, to destroy the enemy as quickly as possible. Boy, let's see. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Ah, the cavalry's about to get trapped. That's fine. I'll let Durrell deal with Lee. Get these units moving. don't have a general up there. If I had a general, I would order a charge because I could reform them. But right now, not very good chance of that actually succeeding. Gonna use Marsh to try to hold down here. If this cavalry will get over there and reform, I'm gonna use them. Okay. That was the Battle of Bull Run, the second Battle of Bull Run, and it is for the first time in the Union campaign a defeat. As you'll see, we showed up with 20,000 more troops, but they just came in the wrong order, and I just didn't use them properly. Also, we had more cavalry, we had more guns. In every way, we were superior. We were even superior in the way we lost troops. Although we lost fewer guns, we lost fewer guns than they did, and we had fewer men captured, but look at the amount of cavalry we lost. And take a look, almost 2-to-1 on the infantry losses. Let's check out our goals. We were able to hold Henry Hill, but we weren't able to inflict 10% more casualties. No, we didn't do that. We didn't accomplish anything to get the victory. All of these would have had to be fulfilled, and we failed both of these definitely. And I don't know of a way we couldn't have. Well, if I was a better commander. Anyway, as it should be, the Confederates have almost all of the slots on the best units, except for Loomis, who did a really good job, but even that's high losses for a unit like Loomis. Let's look at who we lost. Otis was killed. He was our cavalry commander. Scales commanded our artillery battery, the very first one we ever had. Angel Harding, who was commander of our sniper team, not sniper team, sharpshooters. Let's see who got promoted. Woods, the artillery battery there. That's, I believe, a cavalry unit. Sullivan, Naylor got promoted. Perry was wounded. Kershaw was promoted. This is either artillery. There's a same name for line infantry and artillery. Wounded. Brooks was killed. You'll remember him. He was a good commander. Franklin was killed. Walton still alive. Just an interesting thing. I'm kind of rooting for him because he's been in so many battles. I think just about every battle. Anyway, we captured some stuff and we managed to rescue a lot, but I mean, two 12-pounder Napoleons we captured, and some 6-pounders, but really nothing more. This is important because we will use it to rebuild our troops, but really nothing that spectacular compared to what we lost. A big chunk of our army is now gone. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, consider hitting the like button and hitting the subscribe button to see the rest of this campaign. Most of the battles are not defeats, and this is the first time, but you also saw terrible tactics. But anyway about it, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching.